Okay, guys. So a couple of issues. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. Well, it's a different video, but it's par for the course for what I normally face each and every day. It's something always, right? So y'all know I just got this brush cutter right here. This is an MTL. What is it? I think it's an XC8 or whatever. Yeah, MTL XC8. And it's got the teeth and all on it for grinding. Y'all saw the video yesterday that I did, right? Okay, so I got home. Well, as I was wrapping up that job and I was going to the trailer, I noticed fluid coming out from right here. Y'all see that? And if it got all the way through all this debris to here, that's a pretty good bit of fluid. So, come to find out, make a long story short, the case drain, which is this line right here, it came loose right there. It just backed off. I don't know. So, you know, I'm like, damn. Another thing too on this one, and I'm just gonna go over a couple things, and I don't know if it makes any sense to anybody else, but it does to me. So you see, they ran this case drain through this slot right here, right? Look what it's doing to the line, y'all. Look, it's eating the line up. Well, Ray, you need to take that out of there or something, you know. Well, I tried. The fitting here won't fit through the hole. And if that fitting won't fit through the hole, then this fitting right here won't either. Even if I take the end piece off, it still won't go through that hole right there. So, yeah. This actual part right here won't go through there. I want to take it out of there. And I don't really know. I mean, I don't really even know what to freaking do about that. I need to get me some more of these. I need to get some of these right here. These blocks that hold the lines. It wasn't in there tight, so it backed out. That's all I know. Shooting fluid everywhere. Of course, you can't see that fluid. And it wasn't shooting it for long, so I would have saw it. But you can tell by the top of underneath the hood, it just shot the fluid all up there. But this is the case drain. It's shooting straight out instead of going back to the machine. So I probably lost a lot of fluid. You know, you're up in the woods, it's hard to see all that stuff, right? Of course, you know, you can start seeing it when it starts dripping down like that. You can start seeing it. Okay, so as I'm looking at everything, and this is really the moral to the story here. When you buy stuff like this and like that, even the skid steers and man lifts and everything, especially if they're brand new, you need to go through them and make sure everything's tightened up. So as I was, you know, looking at everything, I noticed these bolts. Look, it's loose, man. This thing was loose. You could actually move this motor. So all four of them were loose. So last night I got one of them. You know, I had to pull it out, clean the threads, and then put Loctite on it. But it doesn't look like nobody put Loctite on nothing. So then I'm really looking at everything now, right? Because this is a major deal. If this comes loose, man, this thing does not need to move at all, man, at all. And you can see I haven't tightened that one up yet. I ran out of Loctite, and that's why. So I got to pull this one all the way off, clean it, because they got a lot of gook and grease around here. There is some kind of blue gasket in there. Okay, so this head is not supposed to move. I mean, they say it's, you know, can take a beating, and you know, I haven't had it that long, and I'm not doing anything with it. I don't see other people do it. I mean, you know, and I'm not even running. You know, this thing will take up to like 40 GPM. I'm only at 29.8 with the Kubota. So, with that being said, that's got to be fixed. Well, Ray, man, I'll take that shit back over to the dealer, man. Fuck that, man. They need to fix that, man. They need to fix that. the dealer's an hour and a half one way. I'm not doing that, man. See, I'm not going to spend my day doing that when I can do it here. So now what I'm going to do today, after I saw that last night, all I was doing was just putting the fitting back in. And when I was tightening the fitting, the whole motor head was moving. I was like, what the hell? So now I'm going to reassess everything. I'm going to tighten everything up. Even these damn hex, these right here. Because look, if you look right here, it looks like it's leaking right there. I don't know for sure. I'm going to keep an eye on it. But I'm going to tighten all that stuff down today. And I'm going to tighten all the lines. I'm going to tighten everything that you see. I'm going to tighten up because I guarantee the quality of this thing is freaking stupid awesome, right? But them putting it together is not so great because you notice the one over there was loose. You see this one? That's loose, man. Look, I should not be. Look, it's backing out. That one right there is backing out. This one right here is the one that I put the Loctite in, right? So, and that was tightened down. So at the end of the day, man, it's it's a lot of money, you know, for it to be put together like that. And we know that this piston motor is a good motor, right? But if it's not put together right or not tightened down on the mount, like, you know, so all these big bolts you see holding that plate onto the deck there, I'm going to tighten them up best I can. Everything you see, I'm going to tighten up. So that's one thing that's on my list today. I'm going to figure out what to do with that case drain because that is unacceptable. I don't really understand why they felt the need to run this through there. I mean, I don't even know how it looks like they ran the line through there and then put the ends on it. I don't see how they got it through there. So yeah, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Also today, and I'm going to test it, you know, to make sure this is not leaking nowhere or nothing. I'm going to put the motor cover back on this cutter. This cutter saved my butt. You guys were right. Having a backup was sweet because when this happened, I was about done mulching. But when this happened, I was not really, well, I was, you know, not really that concerned. I was like, damn, what the hell? You know, because I knew I wasn't putting it in anything. I mean, the biggest thing I was hitting was about maybe 5 or 6 inches, you know. Nothing 12 inches or 10 inches or nothing like that. Maybe 8 at the top. So I'm gonna pull these bolts out. We got to clean the threads out because the Loctite ain't gonna stick to nothing. These threads on these bolts are freaking just gooped with grease. Grease that that you pump into the everything. I don't know, just regular grease. In this box right here is the model number of the pressure washer that I got. And $1,300. So I'm going to be getting that out. But first thing I need to do is I need to take care of this so I can know that it's ready to go. That's the number one thing because this is the money maker. And I'm going to put the top back on this one. You know, the motor cover. So other than that, y'all see what's going on here, man, and it's not been put together correctly. I don't even know if I got a bit. I know I don't have a bit that big. See, I need to buy tools that are bigger boy tools. I need a big set of wrenches. I need a big set of these drivers right here, a torque driver, whatever they're called. The biggest one I got is not. But I can buy them, so, you know, I don't know what size that is, but I guarantee you, if if the main mounting bolts are loose, then they probably didn't tighten down everything else like it was supposed to. I'm not even opposed to pulling one of these out at a time and putting you know, some you know, thread goo on there. I have this little bit, you know, thread locker, but I don't know if it's enough to do everything I need to do. So without further ado, and I know these are the biggest torque bits I got. What are they called? Hex head, you know. So yeah, I need ones bigger than these, right? I don't even think these would be big enough for the little ones, for the little pieces up front there, up on the top. I know they're not gonna fit. Man, that way. But see, this thing, see, you need one a lot beefier than that to tighten that up, man. You'll break that freaking. These are just for the little impact. I mean, for the little screw gun, you know, not for the big boy shit. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I got any that'll fit them top ones. But see, now I want to check everything. Now, see, on this whole cutter, every bolt. So I got one that'll fit that. But I'm gonna buy a heavy duty set. These are not really heavy duty, man. I mean, these will break, man, if you get too much torque on them. This little stem will break. All right, y'all. So you see, they didn't put no Loctite on none of these. I mean, there's not anything on there, man. Nothing but grease from where they, you know, fill the cavity up with gook for the bearings or whatever, I guess. So there's not one iota of signs on here that they put Loctite on there. Any kind, blue, red, anything. Hell, they could put super glue on there, anything to just stop them from backing out, man. Because once one of them backs out, then it compromises the rest of them. So, and if there's no Loctite on nothing, man, that just reeks of just, well, not doing a thorough job, really. It's a great cutter, don't get me wrong, but if you don't put it together right, it ain't, you know. So, yeah. See, if they'd have put Loctite on it, it wouldn't have backed out. And if it did, then I would see the Loctite on the nut. There was nothing on this. So, yeah. And I don't know if I got enough. I don't think I got enough Loctite to do them all. But I'll go buy some, whatever I got to do, you know. See how that's all gooped up? I'm trying to let it run downhill just a little bit, get on the other threads. But you can tell the gap from the thickness of that. You don't, you're not going to need Loctite on that. See, on the top of the screw up here, you're not going to need Loctite on this part because it ain't touching nothing. It's exposed actually. So yeah. See, nothing on it, man. Nothing but grease. They just slipped up and didn't Loctite them, but see, that makes a guy like me super paranoid about everything else. So, it is what it is, man. Okay, nice and clean now.